if you're doing a course that you enjoy, that's going to make everything way easier because guess what? Like everyone else who's doing it, especially over time, everyone else who's still doing it also enjoys it. So you already have a common interest. And that's why a lot of people who, a lot of people meet their spouses, their husbands and wives at university. But and someone was talking about this the other day, and of course it just makes sense. It's like, well, of course, because that's one small group of people, and it's heavily biased in favor of your interests. So you're attracting everyone who also shares the same want to improve intellectually. And if they're doing the same course, they probably share a lot of the same values and interests as you. So understanding that in your class, there are a lot of like-minded people there, right there, all put there for you. That's kind of why you're paying the big bucks, which people don't realize, but it's all hexed, which is great. And there's no point thinking about that, but you're paying a lot of money to be there. And what you're actually almost paying for is like a membership into a group that all have the same interests. So I met heaps of friends at uni just because I sat next to them in the class and I had met them before, and I just started chatting to them. And then I said, oh, hey, like, let's go get something at lunch. What are you doing? And you just do that again and again and again. And then you'll realize who you are going to be friends with in the long term. And the people who were just, oh, okay, I met them, but like, we're not going to be good friends, but that's cool. Maybe they introduce you to someone who you are going to be good friends with. That's some food for thought. I'm not saying that's the only way. That's just my experience from uni. And I think realize what you have at uni, but I also completely empathize with you that going into a new environment, not having, maybe a core group, as I said, I did, but I empathize with feeling uncomfortable and therefore just feeling like you can retreat and be like, oh, I don't need to meet anyone on this particular day or something. So I get that. The other thing is clubs and societies. I went on sub-ski. We went to New Zealand. So things like that. And then I met heaps of people there who I'm still friends with now because everyone becomes so tight on those kind of experiences. So you could even go by yourself or get one or a couple of your high school friends. If you know people who are at uni, that's even better. You just say to them, hey, let's go. I went with like 3 or 4 friends that I knew, and there were 120 odd people who went to the resort, or Queenstown it was, in New Zealand. So it's pretty good. If I didn't make an effort, I was just going to be alone. When you actually think about that, that's crazy. Like you still get to come into uni and be around people all the time who are like-minded, similar values, amazing. And then when you finish uni, it's like, if you don't make any effort, you're not going to see anyone ever again.
That's
you know what
true.
I mean? Like you'll never see anyone. It's all on you. You have to put in the effort to maintain your relationships. Now, no one really thinks about it as much as I've just explained at your age, because it's all more natural, and it's a period of discovering all of this. But I'm just sharing this, that you realize, especially when you finish uni, it's all effort to maintain your friendships. And if you stop texting a particular person because you haven't seen them lately, you'll just never see them again. So you might have seen them for the last time, even though you hung out with them for like 3 years at uni.
Actually, that's so true.
Yeah.
Friendships do need a lot of maintenance.
Huge maintenance. I'll tell you what's amazing though. My best friends, my core group of friends, are still my friends from year 7, year 8 at high school. Not everyone has that experience. So I'm not like, don't let that discredit everything else I've said, as it applies to you. If you're someone listening and you're like, oh, well, I wasn't that close with anyone at high school. It's like, okay, that's a shame. But now you can, maybe uni's your element, uni's your place, or maybe it's the workplace when you're at uni. Maybe you get a job at a bar, or you get a job, you get an internship. Again, you're putting yourself in situations that resonate with your interests, and then that naturally puts you in a place to meet like-minded people who you have the best chance of getting along with.